What's up and welcome, guys. We're Luke and Sabrina with ChopstickTravel.com.
And today we're at the legendary Gwangjang Market here in Seoul, South Korea.
Let's go. So this is our first time ever here in South Korea, and we arrived extremely late last night and didn't get a chance to eat. But we heard that this is the spot in Seoul, Gwangjang Market, to have some of the best food. So we woke up bright and early for breakfast today.
First impressions, there's a lot of delicious looking food here. I'm really excited to try.
Alright, we're sitting down for our first snack today, and this is called bindaedeok, and it is a mung bean pancake, and it's kind of like shallow fried in quite a bit of oil, and I'm just going to try it out here. It looks like there's quite a bit of ingredients, maybe some green onions, some bean sprouts, and it's just golden crispy on the outside. It's almost like a hash brown. It's really hot, and those bean sprouts inside are really good. Kind of has like an earthy taste. It's nice and crispy too. Wow, that's really good. Yeah, this is good. It's like a gigantic hash brown, almost golden crispy on the outside. This time I'm gonna dip it in a little bit of the sauce. Look at a nice piece here. Let's dip that in. Try to get an onion as well. Oh yeah, that'll be good. There's definitely vinegar in that sauce as well. That's nice and like sour, and those onions go really well with it. Wow, this is really, really good. Actually, our first little bit of Korean food. Definitely a good one.
So I'm gonna have my piece now. Dip it in a little bit of sauce. It's served really hot. And it's actually such a cool stall. We're sitting right at the counter side.
Alright, this is blowing my mind. Our first Korean street food.
How to make the law of attraction work for you, and why it hasn't been working so far. The law of attraction has the power to bring positive events into our lives. But if you've ever tried using it, you'll also know that it's not that easy. Controlling your thoughts and focusing the mind is a huge challenge. That's why many of us give up too quickly and simply continue being unhappy and unfulfilled. So what is the missing piece of the puzzle? There are two main facts you need to understand about the law of attraction. Fact 1. Your brain acts as a magnet for the law of attraction because it is the processing room for all the information you receive during the day. The problem is that over 90% of the information we receive daily is actually toxic for our minds. This toxic information comes in the form of news, negative energy, and stressful situations. How
experience, and it is really, really good. So the bindaedeok is actually made with a mung bean batter, and then they kind of shallow fry it in quite a bit of oil, and you can actually see them grinding up the mung beans over there. And there's tons of good little ingredients in here. We're just getting to the end. This was 4,000 won, so about $4 US. And this sauce really does a good job soaking into the Korean pancake here. Oh man, it's delicious, so crispy.
Final thoughts, that was awesome. A little greasy, but it tasted really good.
很多人也这样说，你知道吗？ 자, 떡볶이 맛있게 드세요.
Okay, sitting down at our second stall today, and we just ordered up two awesome looking foods. So the first one right here, this is tteokbokki, and it is a rice cake, Korean rice cake in a red pepper sauce. So I'm just gonna kind of smother that in sauce and take a bite. This will also be my first time trying this. It's gonna be hot. It's kind of like a more firm version of mochi. And that sauce is actually a little bit sweet but quite spicy. And it's definitely piping hot. And oh man, that sauce is where all that flavor is coming from. So our second dish we ordered is this. This is the mayak kimbap. And these are kind of like, they're not sushi, they're just filled with vegetables. It looks like some carrots, some radish, and rice. And then served with a sauce here.
1 in 7 children does not have enough food to lead a healthy and active life. But what does it take to end global hunger? It costs 50 cents to feed one hungry child for one full day. The Share the Meal app enables you to share your meal with children in need. All it takes is 50 cents and a tap on your smartphone whenever you want, wherever you are. The United Nations World Food Program provides the meals. We show you where the children are and how we are progressing. Now picture this. Smartphone users outnumber hungry children by 20 to 1. Imagine the impact you and your friends can have. Together we can end global hunger. We share the meal. Will you? Try Share the Meal today.
So I'll dip it in a little bit of sauce and try that. And it's just topped with a ton of sesame seeds too. Oh, extremely crisp. And that radish, pickled radish on the inside is a little bit sour. And that's a wasabi sauce, maybe with something else mixed in it. But super sesame and sesame oil flavor. Oh, that's awesome.
So like Luke said, these are called mayak kimbap, and mayak actually translates to narcotics, so these might be a little addicting. Oh, sesame seeds are awesome. It's so good. So these are awesome. I've already had a few of them, but they're really spicy and my mouth is on fire, but I can't stop eating them.
Okay, just finished eating at this stall right here. We had the tteokbokki and the mayak kimbap, and both were awesome. Those little kimbap rolls were my favorite. And the stalls here, the whole atmosphere is so cool. You're just sitting right bar side at every spot, and the service is so friendly too. This is awesome. Shike? Yeah, okay. Well, we just ordered up a drink after that spicy tteokbokki, and this is called shike, and it's a traditional rice drink. And you can see right here, there's some spinning around in the jug. So I'm gonna try this out, it's my first time. Yeah, kind of like has like a very faint rice flavor, I guess. A little bit sweet and almost like a little bit fruity too. That's actually really refreshing. And there's actually bits of rice down in the bottom. So that's pretty cool.
Хочешь получить пиццу бесплатно? Скачай приложение Domino's и получи пепперони в подарок при первом заказе. Domino's. Доставка 30 минут.
Я устала бороться с проблемной кожей. Начнем разговор на чистоту. Сила науки в борьбе с акне. Сокращает проявление акне на 64%. Вы увидите изменения уже через 7 дней. Утром используйте очищающий гель, а на ночь наносите сыворотку. Разговор на чистоту с Dermapure от Eucerin. Спрашивайте в аптеках.
At our next stop here, and we have ordered up 2 new dishes. The first one is this. This is sundae, which is the Korean blood sausage. So that looks really interesting. And over here we have a big plate of japchae, which is the Korean like glass noodles with a lot of sesame seeds on here. And then of course we've got our kimchi over here. So this looks like an awesome little feast. I'm gonna start with the japchae. These are a sweet potato starch noodle, and they're a glass noodle, and she's got some vegetables in here, some carrots and tons of sesame seeds and sesame oil. They're really smooth, like super slippery, and almost like a little nutty from that sesame oil. And she dunked them in odang fish cake broth, and man, that's really good. We weren't sure if we were gonna try it today, but we've decided to go with it, and that is the Korean sundae, which is a blood sausage. So there is some mung bean noodles in here, and then some, I believe it's pork blood. And also over here, she's given us a little bit, I believe it's just some salt and some chili powder. So I will dip a little bit of that and try that out. It's quite a big bite actually. Okay, wow. It's really bouncy. Like, really bouncy, kind of hard to chew. So I guess there's like a faint kind of blood iron taste there, and I'm gonna chase that with a piece of kimchi. Oh yeah, that looks a nice piece of kimchi there. Just coated in that Korean chili powder, or chili pepper sauce. Oh man, yeah. Crisp, sour, spicy. Perfect kimchi.
Alright, I'm gonna try the sundae now.
Ваня, это сумасшествие. Ты читал мои сообщения, игнорировал их, но заходил на мой инстапрофиль каждый день. Ты зашел на него 7 раз. Ребят, если вам тоже интересно, кто просматривает ваш инстапрофиль, тогда обязательно скачивайте X-Profile бесплатно прямо сейчас.
that's really chewy, but it has a nice light flavor. It's really unique. It's pretty good. All right, going for the japchae. Really good.
Okay, another spot with some awesome food, and this sundae, the Korean blood sausage, is really interesting. There's just huge ones sitting here steaming, and they have really interesting bouncy texture and flavor. So I'm gonna go for another bite here. And this looks like a good one. These are huge. Oh yeah. So this is such a cool market here, the Gwangjong market here in Seoul, South Korea. And they have everything you could ever want, from live seafood to fresh produce, and of course tons of food. There's lots of things we wish we could have tried, but we just need to save our stomachs for the rest of the trip. Okay guys, that's it for our Gwangjong market adventure.